For this Journal on Monday, week 182nd, I will only be using black and white products. Let's see if I can pull it off. Hello lovely butterfly, it's France. Welcome back to my channel where it's all about connecting you with your creative enthusiasm. I'm starting a brand new Journal on Monday art journal today, and for this very first layer I'm just applying some gesso in a dry brush technique. So not applying too much, a very thin layer, and just some paint here and there. I want to use these canvas resist borders from Finnavar, which I really love. They have an absolute delicious resist on them, but the sticky back will not stick enough for what I have in mind. I want to use quite some water, and I know that they will not be sticking in place anymore once I'm done. So I'm peeling away the sticky back, and to do so I'm spraying them with water, then slightly heating it to melt the glue that's on the back, and then peeling all that sticky back thingy away. Of course, these look way too neat to be used just like that, well, at least for the way that I want to use them, so I'm distressing them. And because of the canvas resist holding the fibers from the canvas together, I need to go in with pliers and really mean that I want to distress those. When that white page is staring at you, it's very hard to go in with black, just black. And this is a black and white spread, so that is what was supposed to happen at some point. So I thought that I would start in a very careful way, just with some charcoal pencil and a blending stump, but obviously that is way too soft, so I had to get over myself, get my courage together, and just go in with black. So the first thing that I decided to use was my extra large charcoal block. That is hard to say. Extra large charcoal block from Derwent's, and of course these make a lot of dust because, well, it is charcoal. So I needed to protect the rest of my art journal, and the best thing about these is that they're water soluble, so that is loads of fun. Going in with the paintbrush, I was also very pleased with the effect of the brush strokes. Usually I'm more of a very blended, very dreamy kind of background girl, if that's a thing. But for some reason here, the grunginess was appealing, and so did the brush strokes paired with that grunginess. So of course I'm still blending things out. I mean, it's not because I was pleasantly surprised that I would leave all those brush strokes completely visible, but they're still very slightly there in that background. I just have some decoupage glue in my precision bottle from Deco Art, so nothing fancy to glue down these strips of canvas. But I am using these crocodile thingies to hold the canvas in place until the glue is completely dry. I left it aside for a couple of minutes to dry, but as you can see, it's nowhere near dry. But I ran out of patience. I just wanted to move on. So I decided to not go in directly with color, but instead to go in with modeling paste. So I took out one of my stencils, which is the To the Moon and Back, the small version of it. Pushed it as far as I could underneath the fabric, made a mask out of kitchen roll, and then applied some golden hard modeling paste. It was a bit of a struggle to get it flat because I had to start from underneath the canvas and then pull it from there. So it was a bit more complicated than usual to get a flat surface of modeling paste, well, flat-ish. And then of course I had to clean everything before I could do the same thing on the other side. At this point I had no choice but to leave it aside long enough for everything to dry, but now I can finally start playing with real color. And I'm using a Lindy Stamp Gang spray. This is the Midnight Rendezvous Raven, diluting it with water first, well, first spraying some water on the spread, and then adding some more directly from the bottle. And this is where the Canvas Resist can really show what it's made for. That white is just popping off the page, and considering it's a black and white spread, well, that's a win situation. I did dry the spread completely. I didn't dry the canvas completely because there's a lot of water in there, so that's okay. I can move on and leave that to dry by itself. So I'm using one of my number stamps, of course, and just some black archival ink. Now I'm trying not to press too hard so that I only have the stamping on the modeling paste so that it really stands off from the white. And then I'm waking up my Posca pens to add some splatters. That's actually one of the only ways that I use these pens, but I really like the kind of splatters they make. These look intensely intense, and yes, I said intense twice, that's on purpose. That's how much I like how pigmented these splatters are. So I'm doing the same thing with my white pen as well, as this is a black and white spread. And because I know that these white splatters will just sit on top of everything what's underneath so they will not get contaminated by the Lindy stem gang that I have on there. To add some black accents that would actually be black, 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 I used black washi tape. And I'm just stripping off some itty meeny tiny bits because I don't want to overdo it. I mean, if you didn't know that this was washi tape, I'm not even sure that you would realize it's there on the spread once it's done. And the hardest part was to stick it straight compared to the numbers. I remember that I had stamped one of my die cuts and then not used it for another project, so I thought that it would be fun on this one, and indeed I did, however, trim some more of that white away. And this stamp is from my Creepers and Crawlers stamp set. Just stamped it with some black archival ink on the matching die cut, and that's it. I took out my How Shall I Put It stamp set and looked for this particular stamp that I wanted to add, which says P.S. There's Hope, and just again stamped it with black archival ink on the spread directly. I just stuck it down using some more of that decoupage glue. And then I decided to go back in with my charcoal pencil so that the circle would be closed. I added the words that I still had in mind that I wanted to have on this spread, and then used a blending stump to blend it and push it into the background. As those words are part of my secret garden, my art journal is actually my journal. I want those words to remain seriously in the background. They can be on there, but they're my secret garden. So to push them back even further, I used my kneadable eraser and softened the pencil down even more. I am really happy with this spread in that sense that I thought it would be very hard to get emotions on the paper using only black and white, but I like this so much that I'm planning on doing it again. Not right away, but it will be a repeat because it is fun to do and, well, I like the result. That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you'll join me again next Thursday for the new flutterings. Don't forget to hit the like button if you liked today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. A big shout out to my patrons who made this video possible. See you back here next time. Butterfly kisses.